Warning, this content is not for kids. If you're a kid, f off.
Nearly finished all that. You're nearly finished. He's a good lad. He's got his appetite back, don't you? Got your appetite.
There's only so much you can take before your hair is all pulled out.
Yay! Did you see that?
You've bitten more than you can chew. This cup is overflowing.
Come on in.
Now. Still you don't see.
Yay! Oh, sorry, mate.
Still you
Sorry, there you go.
see. Still you won't see. Still you can't see. Two ways to face the day, and one of them is going back to bed. The other involves a loaded gun and someone playing with your head.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Do you hear this? Right, let me get a wee bit closer. It's a swarm of hornets. It's a carpet. The GoPro's now, Alan, back. There's a carpet of them all up that area right there. There must be a hive there or something, or they're on the hunt for something, I'm not sure. But as long as you guys, you stick to that end, we'll stick to this end, and as long as our paths don't cross, I'm cool with you guys. You cool with me? I think that are. We've been here for a while, long enough to set up. I'm going to go and find some wood. Well, here's the latest for you, right? Those of you who have watched the last video, yeah, oh, the tide's in, that's perfect. High tide is 20 past 11, it's 6 minutes past 10. Low tide is at, is it 5:15, the back of 5, anyway. At low tide, we're going to have a send-off for One-Eyed Willie. Yeah, so we had Willie for 5 days, and on the last night he was full of beans, man. I eventually had a meeting out my hand, and him and Alan were buddies. The last night he was full of beans. He learnt to peck me, a wee gentle wee peck, to tell me get some food, man. It was brilliant, and he was chasing Alan about, pecking Alan on the bum. It was funny. And the next morning, got up, he was bouncing about, all full of beans. So I had to nip out. I locked Alan in his cage because I didn't want to come back and have Alan with one of his eyeballs pecked out. Yeah, I was only away for an hour or so, and when I got back, Willie was dead. He was just lying dead. It's a wee shame. It's a wee shame. I think he had a brain injury because he had a hole in the top of his head. He had an eyeball poked out, which would have been tremendously sore. But he also had a proper wound in the top of his head as well. I think he might have had a brain injury. Surely you're going to get a brain injury if you get a beak right through the eye socket and through the top of the head, eh? I was going to bring Willie here anyway, today, I mean. And then I was planning on staying a few days because he's proper, like, he was stretching his wings, like he was trying to fly, man. So I thought, right, let's get him to the beach. He could fly here, do his thing. He's a seagull, man. I'll take him to the sea. That was what my plan was. Well, we brought him to the sea anyway. Right, so we're going away to get some firewood. I'm making a pyre. I'm making a pyre. If circumstances were different, I would have made him a longboat and give him a proper Viking send-off, but let's give him a traditional medieval pyre. Slowly getting there. When we have enough to do the job, he's going to transfer all that down to the beach. Yes, Alan. It's supposed to be raining right now. I'm sweating buckets. I can't even get in the tent and use the tent as shelter from the sun because it's even hotter inside there. Well, I suppose that's done. I've got enough wood there for my pyre. I can pack up, it's still early, and set up again in the shade of the forest. I think we might do that. In fact, what I'll do is I'll zip the tent up and then we'll go and have a recce, Alan. What a temperature difference. Morning. Yeah, no worries. Good morning, mate. How are you? Yeah, I'm brilliant. Thanks. Thanks for asking. Oh man, I'm just enjoying being in the semi-shade. I think this is a good idea, Alan. Right, left wheel. Somebody else has been here. Look, they've had a big... Oh, I just got a fly in the eye. They've had a big fire right there. But somebody's been there as well. That's all been flattened. Yeah. So we're going to check where the boys' camp spot is, see if anybody's been back there. What have you been drinking? What have you been smoking? Corona. Ah, I touched it. Right. Well, you expect swear words on my channel anyway. The dirty fucking pigs that were here need to clean after themselves. Clean up, sorry, I didn't see the up. Yeah, I agree, 100%. 100%. Looks like whoever wrote that's tidied up themselves though. But yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. It's just scummy. Scummy, scummy. Right. I think I might have something to eat actually. It's been a while since breakfast. Right, Alan? Well, we'll go and get some, I don't know, let's get a pot noodle. I have a pot noodle. Yeah, I'll have a pot noodle, then I'll pack up. Right, you guys, just stay tuned. We're here to celebrate Willie's life. No be depressed. And he really liked Wham songs, so I might get a copyright claim in honour of Willie. Leave no trace. Wood's been stashed. We'll get... Oh, Alan! Right, onwards to the next camp. You were probably wondering, Alan, every time the camera goes on, he hears that beep. Sometimes, you know why I think he does that? Because when I was teaching him how to do tricks for treats, I would film it. So maybe he's associated the camera noise getting turned on with getting some snacky poos. But yeah, that's Willie's coffin there. Were you wondering how I got him here? I think I just put him in a pouch. Put him in a side pouch. He's in his bed, his shoebox bed. I just put the lid on it, put him in it, put the lid on it, and then bagged it up a few times just in case he started stinking. Anyway, here's to Willie. I feel like I've been processing wood all day. Right, come and show you this. So you wait there. You're lucky you didn't walk in front of that. Was that you, Steve? Somebody's taken all the bark off, tapered the end in, and it looks like they've hard fired it. They've hardened it in the fire. That would be a really awesome basher pole. I'm going to keep that there for whoever left it there. That's a good idea though, burning the end of that before you poke it in the deck. That way it won't rot away as quick. Watch this. Oh. Oh. I didn't mean that. Oh, or that. So he stands right next to the tree that I'm chucking knives at. Good boy. I was kind of hoping I was going to penetrate it. It's because there's no weight in it, is there? Alan, out the way, you daft. Stop it, move. Move, I'm playing with knives. Ah, it's because it's empty. Yes. Yes, man, it's got an exit wound. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what we could find. That's proper lyrics, man. Remember that? We used to promote having a drink and a drive. I'm old enough to remember when seat belts became a proper law. Eh? When I was a young lad, it wasn't against the law to drive without a seatbelt on. In fact, back in them days, it was probably the seatbelt that killed you in an accident. Those things were brutal. Took your head off. Alan, stay still. Wait. Alan, wait. No, it's just a bit of dirt. Yeah, he had no ticks on him here. Just at the beach. What is that crow shouting at? There's my rubbish pile. Still got another 3 hours till low tide, but we could probably start putting the wood on the beach now, on the sand. Come on, boy.
She's got a face like thunder. I wonder what I've done this time. I won't break no longer. That skinny bitch weighs a lot on my mind. She's got a face like thunder. I wonder what I've done this time. I won't break no longer. That skinny bitch, that skinny bitch, that skinny bitch weighs a lot on my mind.
That's the pyre belt. It's a bit windy, man. We've got some flammable liquid to pour on there, and then we're going to put Willie on there, and hopefully the wind doesn't blow this thing out, man. You were a good soul, Willie. You were only in our lives for less than a week. But you made a difference, so you did. You made a difference. I don't want to breathe you in though, so I'm going to step back a bit. That's Willie off. The wind's taking him that way. We'll be in France before we know it. Ah! Back to the bar, boys. I need a drink. Right, in the tree. Oh, what?
Right, one more since you got it. You've done that before.
See, it does work. You can get it in there. Yeah. that. That's the sound of no twins. I've got 3% battery left. I have the jet boil and some ration pack. Pina China Alo. I'm going to cook that in there. The twins have left squashes and cheese and onion crisps, and that is a vanilla flavoured cake for pudding. That porridge is for breakfast tomorrow morning. This goes in there. Right, I'm going to go and have my tea. Well, I'm going to cook my tea. Tonight's rations were supplied by outside our tank. It's my leftovers. Man, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been out. Yeah, that's how long it's been since I've been out. Anyway, wait, change the battery in this. I forgot how quick the jet boil boils when you've got a brand new can of gas on there. It's not called a jet boil for nothing. It's very watery, this one. Oh man, I'm not complaining. Why don't you get in my belly? Calories. Calories. Oh man. I opened my vanilla flavoured cake and I was like, ew, I don't think it's meant to be that colour. I didn't realise that it was actually paper. I just saw this. It was just the paper that's in it. Anyway. Why don't you come on over calories? Don't come all over calories. Right, you're on. I've left my curry packet there, my pudding packet there. Pudding packet! So, you do your thing. Tonight I'm field testing the OEX, what's it called? The Drift 700. It's a one-season sleeping bag. Essentially, it's OEX's version of a jungle bag. It's a very, 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 very thin sleeping bag. I've tested it in the house because it's summer, man. Everybody's houses are like ovens right now, aren't they? So it works in the house. Oh, see what? Sorry, I had a big burp there that was waiting to come out. So I've tested it in the house. We'll see what it's like in the woods. And oh, here's another thing about it. If you're over 6 foot, I wouldn't bother getting. Let me just quickly show you. I'm trying to do this without opening the door fully because I don't want any insects getting in here. Yeah, it's not camouflaged. It won't blend in with the natural environment, but it probably, well, I suppose these, I was going to say, it's the way you stand out when you're up a mountain. Nobody's having a one-season sleeping bag up a mountain. Look how thin it is. You know, one of my favourite things about it is all my sleeping bags and all my sleeping bag liners open up that side. This one opens up this side, and it has a strap there that you can choose to fold in, tuck it out the way, or strap it to that velcro bit to tighten it further, or cinch it with that. But because it opens on that side and my sleeping bag liners open up on that side, I can use a sleeping bag liner in here to turn it into a 2-season rather than a 1-season, and I won't have to worry about drafts coming. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. And what was the other thing I was saying? Yeah, if you're over 6 foot, forget about it. Forget about it, because I think this might actually be 6 foot exactly. If I'm in here, it's nice and snug, and I mean it's proper. It fits me comfortably around the top of the head, and I've got enough room just to slightly lower my feet a wee bit. I'm 5'9". I used to be 5'10", but that's a story for another another video. The Drift 700 OEX. Comfort limit 6 degrees. Extreme is -7. You're no using that in -7, I can guarantee you that. But the weight, 740 grams overall. That's including the stuff sack as well. But it's got, where is it? Where is the square metre thing? 80 grams per metre squared. Why do you need to know that? That's just a random fact. Well done, OEX. I'm watching The Last Man on Earth while in my bed. The 1964 version, the original version that Charlton Heston then remade called Omega Man, which then got remade by Will Smith called I Am Legend. And then the Last Man on Earth TV show has nothing to do with this movie whatsoever. Anyway, he's been a dick all night. Like, genuinely been a wind-up merchant all night. I'll see you guys in the morning. You know the score. Leave only footprints. Take nothing but memories. Well, it was a different one last night, was it? Not your typical camping video, that's for sure. Right wheel, right wheel, right wheel. Left wheel, left wheel, left wheel. As always, boys and girls, thanks for tuning in, thanks for hitting the like button, and super big fat thanks to all you subscribers. I'll see you in the comments, you beautiful humans. Ta-ta! Well, I remember, there's the tide in, just in there a wee bit, opposite that sand dune. Well, it'll be over there, right there, somewhere. So his ashes are definitely gone with the wind and gone with the tide. Save me a seat in hell, Willie. I'll see you someday.